Hi class, welcome to Introduction to Calculus. I want to provide this video as an overview of what you're going to be learning and to really focus on getting you excited about the concept of calculus and what you can really learn with this concept. There's going to be a lot of additional materials that's going to be provided in the course, but let's focus on what is calculus and how this journey can begin. Now, what you should know. Now, to study calculus, it's essential that you're able to breathe. Without the ability, you'll soon die and you'll not be able to continue. Beyond that, we only have two real things that we have to focus on: the notions of numbers and the function. And a lot of people get very nervous when you see the word calculus. But what we're going to do, it's going to be a journey together that will help us learn the essentials of how we need to study calculus. I asked some questions here. Suppose that I've forgotten everything I've ever known about numbers and functions. Don't worry, because we're going to review these concepts, and I'm going to have supplemental material in the course that'll help you provide and review the ability to gain on those skills that you might have forgotten. Now, if I know everything there's to know about numbers and functions, then you're understanding calculus already, and pretty much you'll have a very good experience in the course. But before reminding yourself about numbers and functions, you must ask some of the following questions. Calculus is the study of how things change. We're going to be looking at motions, things like that. It provides a framework for modeling systems in which there is a change and a way to deduce the predictions of such models. Now, I've been around for a while and I know how things change more or less, but what can calculus really add to that? I'm sure you know a lot of things about change and how a quantitative notion of calculus, for example, the concept of speed of motion, is a notion straight from calculus. Probably didn't even realize that, though it surely existed long before calculus did, and you know lots about it. So what does calculus really add for me? It provides a way for us to construct relatively simple quantitative models of change and deduce their consequences. Now, to what extent does this really help? Well, with this, you get the ability to find the effects of changing conditions on the system being investigated. By studying these types of models, you can learn how to control the system to make it do what you want it to do. Calculus, by giving engineers the ability to model and control systems, gives them some power over the material world. Now, are we trying to claim that I will know enough about calculus to model systems and deduce enough to control them? No. If you asked me these questions in the 90s, in the 2000s, probably would have said no. Now, with the knowledge that we're gaining and with how the society is, there's a realm of possibility. With the use of your laptop and desktop, there's a lot of information out there for help us to really understand to the extent of calculus can help. So, what does calculus models change? What is calculus like? The fundamental idea of calculus is to study change by studying instantaneous change, which means change over tiny intervals of time, just a small interval of time. So, what do we study in calculus? So to begin with, you have to have a framework for describing such notions and looking at positions of speed and acceleration. When we deal with an object moving along a path, its position varies with time. We can describe its position by any time by a single number, which can be distance in some units from some fixed point on that path. The motion of the object is then characterized by the set of its numerical positions at relevant point in time. So the set of positions and times that we use to describe motion is what we call like a function. And functions are going to be the root of a lot of the subject that we start in calculus. Now, similar functions are used to describe the quantities of interest in all systems to which calculus is applied. So the course here starts with a review of numbers, functions, and their properties. You're probably familiar with some of this, so I've attempted to add some unfamiliar material to keep your attention looking at it. And I've also added a lot of familiar things and application as well. but I'm looking forward to having fun in our journey together learning calculus.